Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Thursday of Dungeons and Dragons. Real quick, though, Skippy, oh my goodness gracious. Thank you so much for subscribing for 14 months. What? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for supporting just all the nonsense we get up to. I appreciate you so much. Hello, Diz. Hello, Gray. Y'all, oh my goodness gracious. Whew. Last episode sure was very interesting. Luya and Rose is still coming to terms with the fact that, you know, they're related, which is something. Colette has formed a spy ring. Caldus's girlfriend, where did she go? Corvin is getting letters. What stuff is going down, y'all? Stuff is going down. But you know what? It's gonna be fine. It's all gonna work out. And all the things that seem to be shady, it's gonna be fine. As usual, if you want to learn more about our players, do Exclamation Point Party, and you'll learn all about the folks who play on our Thursday campaigns. If you ever want to do Exclamation Point Archives, you get an access to our Vods channel, where all the previous episodes are located. Now remember, usually I'm very chatty, and I love talking to folks, but Thursdays are very special in that we give audio to the party, and we let their voices be heard. So if we don't talk to you, we're not being rude. Well, we're rude, but we're not being specifically, you know what I mean. And we will be typing back in chat. All right, let's see what they're all talking about. Surely everything is fine. They're not talking about anything bad, nothing that will get us banned. Hell, maybe they're talking about like their favorite kind of cupcake or muffin. Yeah, maybe that's what's going on, you know? If you're not a little scared of your D&D party, are you even playing D&D? Like, really? Come on. All right, folks, sit back, enjoy, relax, and let's go ahead and join the party. Hello?
Hello.
Hello? What? What? What?
What the fuck did you
I
just
never
fucking
said.
You wanna fight? You wanna
Let's fucking go. Right here, right now.
Hellish Rebuke.
Oh yeah? Hellish Rebuke, your Hellish Rebuke.
Bye, Hellish Rebuke. Back your Hellish Rebuke. It's just like a bunch of pufferfish, just startling. Hey everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Don't sound so excited to be here, Psyche.
Yeah, curb your enthusiasm.
Excited, apprehensive. These are all words we can throw around.
These are
So
easy.
Andy has a good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, what
it's
is,
got a good
okay, I'm ready.
Well,
I'm ready.
I came up with one and Gray made it better, but it's what if your character was a meme, what meme would they be?
Ooh,
Right?
that's a good one. All right, Bevan, take it away. Tell us about yourself, and if Corvin was a meme, what meme would they be?
Hi guys, I'm Bevan. I'm from Reroll. I'm a sleepy guy. Last night I went to bed at 7:30.
What?
Respect.
I was like falling asleep on the couch, like, and it wasn't like comfy, happy, like I'm content falling asleep. It was I'm exhausted. I don't know why. I need to go to bed.
Oh.
Pass out, sleep.
And then I, did my pre-game nap today, and I'm not satisfied. I want to go back to bed. But you can find me over on Reroll occasionally. I'm on screen more here. I'm more in the Discord over there, yelling at people to be nice and shit.
Stop being naughty.
Yeah.
If Corvin were a meme, I would be the beginning of the. I would be the. Good Lord, what is happening in there?
I like
that.
that.
That's so good.
Or the Seinfeld. What's going on in there, Kramer?
Hey, what's going on over there?
What's going on over there?
First, I got thought you were gonna say the. Oh, sorry.
We the Geller Field's down, Jerry. Or we dug
I
too
figured you'd be a
greedily and
Simpson
dug too
meme.
deep. Well, that's what the good Lord, what is happening in there.
Yeah, the Simpsons meme.
Super-
Oh, yeah, right.
Superintendent Chalmers.
Oh, is that steamed hams?
It's part of the steamed ham.
Mm.
That had been my
Why?
favorite episode of the show for like 20 years, and then it became a meme, and it didn't stop being my favorite episode of it.
Nice.
All right, Diz. Tell us about yourself and what meme Luya would be.
I don't honestly, the one that came to mind like right away was okay. So hi, I'm Diz. You can catch me over at It's Me Diz on Twitch, and where we, I run the dive. We play games. We do dumb stuff. You don't have to go there. It's fine. Whatever. Please don't shout me
Okay,
out if
I
you have
won't.
Clippy, your sidekick. And then
I would never. I don't
Luya?
have that over here. I know you people.
Luya, it would be like the ha, got him. That's what he would be. That he would totally be that meme, because that's how he feels like most of the time when he gets something right. He's like but it really rarely goes that way. So it's
I was
more
about
like
to
him
say, how
being
often?
memey about it.
How
Yeah.
often does he get that?
So when he does get it, he's like
Oh my god.
Go ahead, Gray.
Hi, I'm Grey Gnarl. You can find me over on twitch.tv/Grey Gnarl. It's spelled weird. I'm sorry. Please try your best.
Oh, I know it.
I do a variety and random stuff with friends every once in a while, usually on Sundays. But on Thursdays, I play Cultus Blashur. He is our tiefling fighter, de facto leader of the group, and all around kind of like cool, but then sad, but then like cool again, but then kind of goofy guy. It's pretty fun. If he was a meme, I'd probably just any slew of Captain America memes. The one that's coming to me right now is the response to in Endgame, where Cap is fighting previous Cap. He is very much the, yeah, I know you can do this all day, kind of tired.
Yeah.
It's like, I can do this all day. Yeah, I know.
He's not the
It's America's
I can do this
Butto.
all day from Hawkeye.
No.
The fucking best Marvel thing ever was that play.
Oh yeah,
And
that.
Hawkeye.
But yeah, the only other meme I could think of isn't really a meme. It's that it's the fighter continues to pull out weapons from random locations meme.
Cats. Sorry, my cats are fighting.
But yeah, I think that's everything I gotta say, so I will pass the torch to Super Andiness.
Hi, I'm Super Andiness. I stream at twitch.tv/Super Andiness. I play Rose and I do the art, and we're getting new art. I promise. It's coming. It's a thing.
Yes. Yes. It looks so
I-
good.
I have a very specific meme in mind, or like meme genre. The like fake motivational posters, kind of.
Hang in
Yeah.
there.
Like life is a test and I didn't study, don't make me hit your ankle with my Barbie scooter, like that kind of
Oh.
Sleep is for the weak, and I'm very weak.
yeah. It's a joke, not a dick. Don't take it so hard. Like things like that. But I think honestly, this I'm gonna send it in the group here. Is the best meme, and it's just the cow standing at the ocean. It just says, "I may be stupid."
I like the horse standing at the ocean that just says "man."
Man.
And has the guts theme playing.
So yeah.
Comedy.
Thank you, Diz. I appreciate you defining it for us, Chief.
Oh my god. Hello everyone. My name is PsycheSiren. You've already found me. Good job. Kind of terrifying. I play Colette, and at first I was like, Colette's that gif of the lady with she's staring off into space and all these numbers are floating around her and she's trying to think about something really hard. But in reality, she's a Facebook mom meme. She's like a live, laugh, love. There's like a minion there. There's like
You're a Minions quote.
Yeah, she's a Minions quote, but the minion is like holding a glass of wine and it looks tired.
Yeah.
And I hate it, but that's my girl. She's a Facebook mom meme.
Oh no.
It's fine. Oh, thank you for the shout out. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Taking up Autumn's mantle, oh, gotta.
Hey, I'm a mod for a reason, and that's the reason.
Oh no, you're training under the blade.
Oh, yes. Well, everyone else was out talking to girls. I was learning the blade.
Meanwhile, Autumn is playing Genshin, and that's the blade he teaches. He's not here to hear this roast. Okay, Teeth, take it away.
Hello, welcome to Dungeons & Dragons Phoenix Squad campaign. This is the Mark of a God broader umbrella campaign, and this is episode 40-something. 46 of chapter 4.
Oh my god.
Hey, I've been preparing so much. My brain is not
listen,
is
I'm your
operating.
wife. I have to sass you. It's in the marriage contract.
Be nice to them.
Take it away.
They've been preparing so much.
Yes.
I got you.
It's episode 46, Honor, Learning to Walk. And call this, do we have a recap?
We do have a small one this week. Last session. In the morning, a courier came by and delivered us payment from the Duke, as well as medallions that denote our status. We devised a plan on how to spend the money and split for the day. Caldus preparing to speak with Agatha about a certain topic with the help of Colette. Luya and Rose recovering from the world-shattering news of her parentage from the night before. And Corvin off at Southwatch with their students when they receive a note from a very particular lieutenant. Afterwards, Caldus found that Aggie had left for the time being, but says she will return shortly. Colette met with Riel and went about establishing a spy network with the women from the brothel. And that is the summary of things that happened last week. So back to you, Teeth.
Okay. So, Colette, do we want to continue with that? Because it kind of ended abruptly, but I'm not sure if there's anything else you wanted to do.
You can fade to black. I'm going to be DMing you. So just check your DMs. Just go to something else.
Okay,
Fade
thanks
to
a lot.
black.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So, that leaves us with, Luya and, That leaves us with Luya and Caldis and Rose, since Corvin is indisposed.
Okay. So I was thinking I wanted to go and just kind of upgrade things, just talk to merchants and see if I can get anything upgraded to, anything that help the rapier be better. I remember there was something, we ended up getting some kind of magic on it or something, and I only picked up recently. Was it a crossbow? Hold on, let me look. It was a short bow. But basically, I wanted to go find like enchantments and stuff for weapon enchants. I didn't know what was available, and if there was a way wandering around, if there's any enchanters and stuff.
Okay, so you remember that Caldis had his sword enchanted quite a ways back.
Right.
I'm assuming Caldis would not have an issue referring you. Is that correct, or am I being presumptuous?
We're not friends. No, I'm just kidding.
You were the only two who have actually fought with each other. To be fair,
that's true. That is true.
That's
true.
But
it was like
because Corvin's a delight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Not the skeleton monsters.
Okay, so I would assume I would have just hit him up and headed for the enchanter. I believe that's what my plan was when we ended last week. Anyways, was to head for the enchanter.
okay. All right, so you head to the enchanter. And I did quite a bit of research for this, so I had to dig through many, many hours of our previous sessions to find the canonically appropriate name for our enchanter friend. So,
oh, nice.
I hope it was something silly like Gus, and then you're like, like Bevan suggest anything.
how about Greg?
Greg.
No freaking way. That was his name?
That was his name.
Greg!
I was so close.
So, Luya, wanting to enchant his rapier with a different sort of power, goes to Greg the Enchanter, aka Greg's shop, to get it enchanted. Despite being of noble lineage, Gregory of House Wolfund runs an austere shop. You come to realize, unadorned except for a large red wolf, a large red wolf hound with a snarling head, emblazoned behind the text, which reads, "Greg Shop."
Greg Shop. Nice.
Do you enter, first of all?
Oh, yeah. I go in and just start kind of peek around and see if there's anybody at a counter that I can speak to.
Okay. You see the man whom you remember as being Greg scribbling on a sheet of paper on a desk made of ironwood. Itself being relatively unadorned, save for a picture of a young woman and having strange glowing symbols engraved onto the desktop.
Now, if I remember right, Teeth, wasn't this guy kind of like rich, surly, kind of?
No. He was very
gregarious.
Hey.
No, that's the other guy who introduced you to Greg.
Oh, okay.
So Greg was fairly modest, and one of the few mages left in the city after the rest were conscripted. Mostly his shop is empty, save for a few bits and bobs, a few empty potion vials, a few not empty potion vials with dubious swirling liquid inside that moves about undisturbed, a magic drill, some enchanted dynamite, the like, just scattered about. You see the man scribbling on a sheet of paper. He does not notice you enter.
So I approach the counter. Pardon, friend.
Oh, sorry. I remember you, he says, wagging his finger at you, jovially, not accusatorily. You were at the play that one night.
Oh yeah, the play. Yeah, we were there. Not one of my finest moments.
He looks at you quizzically. I don't remember anything odd about it, but...
Not all of us are a fan of art and nobility. That actually brings me to my point why I'm here. I just need enchantments. I need my tools to be a bit more vicious.
One second. So you need your tools to be a bit more vicious, you said. In what respect?
Well, the rapier's obviously enchanted now, and it helps. But this bow is kind of weak, and I'm looking for any edge against the onslaught that's coming.
I see. Well, I don't know what more I can do for your bow. Bows are, relatively speaking, hard to work with due to the fact that they're made of wood most often, and wood is prone to breaking and snapping and burning when you do certain untoward things to it.
Agreed. So, what else can we do with the rapier?
That depends. What do you want done to it?
Something long-lasting that would help for more than just a slash or two.
Well, I'm not prone. I haven't worked with many weapons, save for the one that your friend brought in a few weeks ago, but I could manage something or other, I think.
What would this, just out of curiosity, what kind of something other would it be, and what would that run me?
Well, it depends on what you're wanting to do with it.
How about fire or poison?
Well, I don't think poison's within the realm of easy work. Poison being something that's a bit less elemental and more... It varies what exactly poison does, but fire, I can work with fire. It pulls its strength straight from the plane of fire itself, so a bit more fundamental, or elemental, if you will.
Fair enough. What would fire run me, and how long would it take?
Well, probably take a few days, and I don't know how much it would cost, but probably at least 100 gold, maybe 2, depending.
That seems fair. But can you... I hate to say this like that, but can you do it fast? We don't know when this is going to start.
I'll do it as fast as I can. I do have other projects that are also of some import, but I understand the grave nature of your necessity, so I'll do what I can.
Thank you. It's very kind of you. I appreciate the extra effort. If you need anything from me, please just send a message and I will come.
I will. You haven't seen my friend Tanis lately, have you?
Tanis. Oh, hold on. Teeth, who's Tanis?
He was the guy who introduced you to Greg. None of you liked him.
Yeah, he was a jerk, but he wasn't just like he was.
He wasn't a jerk. Okay. He was obnoxious.
Yeah. Heck, Tanis, go Greg.
Tanis, go Greg. I don't think we've seen him though since we talked to him though that day, right?
No, you haven't.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pass along though. No, I haven't seen him since he led us to you. I apologize. Has something happened to your friend?
No. Some things like to happen to him if he doesn't stop making up these stupid games. If you run into him before I do, tell him his game is bullshit. And he flashes the sheet of paper at you.
Game. I'm interested.
It says the heading of the sheet of paper, written in a tight, neat script, reads strategies for Go Windfish.
Windfish? Is that like Go Fish?
Stupid card game he came up with. He changes the rules on me every time he makes a play.
What are the rules now? Just out of curiosity, how bad could this be?
You don't know the half of it. Anyway, I'll let you go.
Fair. If I see your friend, I'll let him know his game is garbage.
He goes back to writing on his sheet of paper.
I head out and... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
So you're left with -1 rapier and +1 warning about the game Go Windfish.
God, I'm gonna write that all down. Hold on. Okay. There we go.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
I haven't paid him yet. I don't pay him until I pick it up, right?
No, you don't pay him until the job is done.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Fish.
Yeah. Next up, we have. Oh man, I wrote so much for this. Next up, we have Caldus. Do you do anything?
Really as far as prepping with everything, I have my sword is currently as enchanted as it can get. I suppose I could go looking into possibly getting full plate, but if I remember correctly, that's quite expensive.
Well, I'll see how much that costs.
No.
I may be willing to let you haggle, depending. Total is 1500 GP according to the rule book, but that's not set in stone.
Yeah, it would have to be quite a haggle to get it down. Oh, which theoretically I could pull off. And also it's I'm a general. I should be able to get the best armor. But why not? I'll go about looking to see if I can upgrade to some full plate, get a little bit of a higher AC.
Okay. So you go to an armor shop called oh god. It's called ABC Armor something and something.
Candles.
Armor, battlesmith, and armor,
books and cheese. That's all they carry.
I'll write it out later. This is ABC for now. And you walk into ABC, and the owner, whose name is Carl. That's what C stands for.
Armor by Carl.
Armor by Carl. There you go.
There you go. Or maybe it's armor something and Carl. Anyway, Carl is standing behind the counter, polishing a set of armor, and that set of armor already gleamed before you walked through the door. But Carl is a perfectionist, or bored, or perhaps both.
So is the armor that he is working on, is it like full plate?
It is.
Ah, yes. I will walk up, greet him. I will walk up and greet him. Is it morning, afternoon? What time of day is it?
It's morning.
No. Good morning, sir. I come in search of some brand new armor, and I was hoping that you could aid me in my search.
Well, he says, looking from left to right, it seems you found the armor shop.
Good. What's that you're working on? Would that happen to be full plate?
Why, yes, it is. How could you tell? He says with a merchant's smile.
Oh. Well, it would in fact, it would by chance be that I am in the market for that exact type of armor. So it would be very serendipitous that I would stumble upon you as you are cleaning it for me.
Serendipitous?
We just got a big raid. 1 second. Hello, everyone. My name is PsycheSiren. Welcome, High Beams community. Y'all, Thursdays are a bit different. So we have usually a lot of variety content, but on Thursdays, we play D&D. And I want y'all to know, usually I'm very chatty and we talk about everything under the sun, unfortunately. However, on Thursdays, we type in chat, but we leave audio to our party members so that they can roleplay and have fun. Hello, Shelly Galaxy. It's good to see you again. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, y'all. And if you want to learn more about our party members, do ! Party. Clabber, it's good to see you again. Y'all, make sure you give High Beam a follow. She is such an amazing streamer. Part of our stream team. Shelly, thank you for the follow. Don't expect a lot. So keep it a little low. But yes, to set the scene real quick, our party is preparing for a siege. So our characters are getting ready. They're getting supplies, all the stuff they can. Also, there has been a huge reveal that Luya, who is played by It's Me Diz, who you can follow on Twitch, is the father of Rose, who is played by Super Andiness, and you can follow her on Twitch as well. So if you're like, whoa, what's going on with Luya and Rose? That's her dad. Also, Eddie, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. All right, folks, I will be typing in chat, but I'm going to go back to the audio for our party members. If you ever want to see any previous episodes, do ! Archives, and it should take you there. Give High Beam a follow. Okay, we're going to go back to the party. Thank you. Okay, hello.
By Carl.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, I'm back.
What did I do? Why did you call out my name?
Oh, I was trying to give a little recap real quick, and I want to be like, hey, if things are weird between Luya and Rose, it's because they're father and daughter, and they just discovered it, so it's a whole thing.
I was just confused because like you'd left and then you popped in and we heard by Dizcam and then you left again.
Sorry, I was muting y'all, and I think it also muted my voice in there as well, and I was just like, oh, real quick, unmute.
I think you were just talking shit, but all right.
I mean, I would never talk crap about y'all. No. No, who would do that? Huh?
Not to a whole bunch of raiders. No.
I would never say anything bad about y'all. Go back to buying your weapons for the war. Go. I'm not here. Go back to it. It's fine.
But yes, I'm in the market for some full plate, and that piece right there, how much would that happen to cost? It looks very fine crafted. Was it made by yourself?
None other. None other. Well, such a piece of plate usually runs me about 1,500 gold pieces. Under normal circumstances. His fingers, his arms have folded in front of him. His fingers are as steeples in front of his mouth, shielding any expression that his face may be making.
And what circumstance would we find ourselves in today?
Well, he looks from side to side. You may have been looking for an armor shop today, but it seems that the general population has forgotten that they had an appointment with the armorer. And it would seem that has been the case for the past several weeks. What's a man to do?
So it looks like you have quite the store of fine work pieces that are destined to find their way into the world, but unfortunately not enough word and not enough people carrying them away. I am a man of some standing in the city. I know the correct people. I could pass the name of this shop along, and within a day or so you could be inundated with individuals looking for fine work pieces to protect themselves.
Perhaps. And under normal circumstances, I would not be inclined to seek such things. But seeing as I am currently without a clientele, I may be inclined to offer, for a brief time at least. But that is pending any sort of show of goodwill from you, my friend.
And what kind of show of goodwill would you be looking for today?
If you can convince one person that they are in need of my armor, then you both get it for a negotiable price.
Cole just joins an MLM accidentally. You have to recruit friends underneath you.
I suppose that isn't too terrible of a deal. But my friend, I feel I must put all of my cards on the table before we enact any business together. Would you happen to know who I am and what standing I have?
No and no.
Well, allow me to regale you. I am General Kuldus Blashur from Novendrak. I am here on a mission to aid the city in coming strife.
I'm
As
Kuldus
such,
and I'm on a mission from God. Sorry.
Do you know who I am?
I myself happen to be in charge of the Southwatch base at the moment. It will take but a short period of time for me to pass the word along to the correct individuals. As such, would you find it in your heart to help me make sure I am as outfitted as I can in order to help protect this city by perhaps making that negotiable price even more friendly to a new business partner?
Well, he says, flicking flicking some dust from the table. If what you say about yourself is true, then you ought to have no trouble finding a person or two or three or even four. I have more than enough armor in my inventory to outfit an entire officer rank. Not plate armor, of course, but armor nonetheless.
Armor is very important. Allow me a short bit of time. I will be back post-haste. I will then walk out and make my way down to Southwatch, in which I am informing I am informing the correct chain. Hey, there's discounts on armor if any of the officers need upgrades. There's solid quality armor that we if you should need anything, go purchase it at this shop at a discount, and I will pull if I can I find Ulmis and the other individual's name escapes me.
Phaewin.
Would I be able to find them at all?
They're not at Southwatch. They're running drills with the team as they were before.
So I'm assuming this is just taking my day. So I would like to go to Southwatch, pass the word around there, and see if I can get, because I remember the really cool fancy forge had a there was a military allotment, and so I want to see if I can get some paperwork drawn up that would essentially be a fund, or if I have access to a fund, so that I could I'm just trying to see if I can get it on the cheap with money that's not mine, or at least a little bit of money.
Okay. Well, that's going to require some skill with negotiation and palm greasing, brown nosing, and things that you may find distasteful, but that's politics.
That is politics. And I've even my first introduction to the military here, I've tried to be these silver-tongued guy. I've tried to be very pleasant to be around, encouraging, and a general good source of energy, because I want people to choose to be on my side. So hopefully that has paid off in the past few weeks.
So, to put it into a bullet point format, in no particular order, you need to convince people in the military to buy their crap from AVC.
Yes.
You need to convince the pencil pushers and the bureaucrats that you are more worthy of money than anyone else. And what else?
And then I was just gonna bring great value deal. I was gonna go get Ulmis and Phaewin and outfit them with armor because I know they need it.
Okay. That probably won't take convincing, but that will take extra time.
Yeah.
So, convincing. So what order do you wish to tackle in which order do you wish to tackle these tasks?
Let's go do the bureaucracy first, see if I can brown nose out some money.
Okay. So you go to the lowest rung on the totem pole, whose name is Bart. And Bart doesn't like his job very much. He wanted to be in the military, he wanted to grow up to be a soldier, but he instead got stuck pushing pencils and organizing better people's inventories. You could say Bart is a regular machine man, minus the fact that he is not a machine. He sits at his desk, angry at the world and displeased to see you.
Real quick, before we get to Bart, Lost, thank you so much for that raid. I have to try and explain what's happening right now. First off, welcome everyone. My name is PsycheSiren, and I stream a lot of variety. But Thursdays are for D&D. Y'all, give Lost a follow. Absolute sweetheart. What were you up to? What were you streaming? But yes, folks, my content is a lot of variety. But on Thursdays, on D&D days, I make sure to give audio to the party. So we will be typing away in chat to you. But if we don't say anything, we're not ignoring you. I swear, we're not being mean. Well, we're sometimes mean, but we're not. We're not being mean to you. But yeah, welcome in. You're coming upon a scene of us getting ready for a siege upon the city, which means we are getting equipment, sometimes at any means necessary. Our character Caldus, played by the streamer Grey Gnarl, is trying to recruit people to buy from a shop he wants to get a discount at. And it's going. Y'all give Lost a follow. Freaking love them so much. Oh, of course, Minecraft. Heck yeah. But yes, I will be typing away. Caldus, back to you. Thank you for being patient. Back to persuading Bart. Take it away.
He's like, I don't recall being patient.
I will walk up to him. Good day to you, sir. Is this where I would go to find requisition funding?
This is where you start, he says shortly and angrily.
Oh, I hate Bart. I hate him. This guy's a freaking tit.
That's just like Bart.
Yeah.
That is
Matt
just
Reading says it's just like Bart.
Just like Bart.
Just like Bart.
Thank you.
That's a Bart.
Thank you.
Well then, if this is where I should start, I hope not to waste too much of your time. My name
I hope that too.
My name is Caldus. My rank is a general from Novendrak, here on official business to aid. How can I help you get this as quickly done as possible so that you can go about your day without any more annoying issues that may arise?
Okay, I'm gonna... Since you're trying to butter him up and make his job less miserable, I'm going to say you're probably rolling something akin to a persuasion check, even though you're not really trying to persuade him of anything. But that's the closest thing I can think of.
Yeah. All right. I've just got a +4 on charisma. Let's see what happens. All right, that is a base 13 for a total of 17.
Despite what you may have gleaned from your brief interaction with Bart, this was not a particularly bad day for him, and you caught him at one of the better times possible. He was having, for Bart, what would be considered a good day. So, he only worked slightly slower than the average person when he gathered the requisite paperwork to hand to you. And he only moved with slight regret at every single choice he had made that led him to this point, because you were just so darn nice to him.
Once he gives me the paperwork and tells me where to go next, I will say, thank you very much, sir. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I appreciate your aid in my endeavors. I wish you all the best in the coming trials and tribulations.
You as well, he says, head down, with a sense of despair that reigns over you as you close the door.
Who's this fucking guy?
Why does Bart remind me of the robot? Oh my god, from Hitchhiker's Guide.
Oh my
yeah.
god, yes!
He reminds me of the energy vampire from What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
just drains your vibes.
Yeah.
Carl Robinson.
Oh,
Robinson.
Colin
If
Robinson.
you end up making Bart like some war hero after the siege, I'm gonna be so mad. This guy's a loser.
I don't know. I give people stories if they're worthy of being told.
I like the
story.
idea of post-apocalypse. The siege the siege succeeds and we lose, and the survivors, and Bart is just this like Rambo-esque like survivor, just like
Now it's my time to shine.
No!
just screaming
God!
crap out of an 80s movie, like what? Ah!
He barges in to save us all, and then we're just like, can anyone else save us? Anyone? Anyone else out there?
He like pins a guy's
They'll
sleeve.
love me at the tavern. Sorry.
So, your interaction with Bart is but one of many with people who are just too upset at the state of their existence to feel anything resembling joy or happiness or vigor. They send you on a wild goose chase, and you don't get fare much worse than Bart. It does take you about an hour to manage to get to the top. The person at the top is, unfortunately, somebody with whom you've had not pleasant, even icy, interactions prior. Colonel Johann.
Colonel Johann is the asshole who was in charge when I got here, isn't he?
The man whose job you stole.
Dun, dun, dun.
You're about to try and sell him some freaking Tupperware. This is great.
Well, no, this is so I can just get money from the government.
You walk into his office, which has not changed its size literally, as it is the same largest office in the entire building. However, figuratively, it has shrunk as the man, Colonel Johann, has dimmed the lights, closed the blinds, thrown back everything. It just looks so darn depressing in here. He looks like a man defeated, as he has been relegated to nothing but a filthy bureaucrat for the remainder of the war, at least until something exciting happens. Maybe, just maybe, he'll get to die and be rid of this horrid waste of space that is the carbon that makes up his body.
Also, he has a cat in his office.
He's become a sad cat man.
I'm gonna say, is Louis
Yes,
the,
it's Louis.
the guy
It's
now?
Louis.
Like,
Colonel Catman.
Let me go get him. Hold on.
You see the husk that was once known as Colonel Johann sitting, reading a book in the corner rather than at the desk.
I will walk in and like knock on the door as I'm walking in. Hello, is anyone in here? Colonel Johann?
The man looks up at you. His face has grown sallow, and he's grown whiskers before he was clean shaven. He looks at you, eyes narrowing to thin slits through which somebody might fire an arrow if this was a castle, if his body was a castle. What do you want?
I came here for a requisition of funds to help better facilitate my team for the coming siege. Many of them will be in leadership positions, and I need to make sure that they're outfitted accordingly.
He inhales sharply and exhales more sharply. Of course you have. Well, I trust that you filled out I trust you filled out the requisitions and armory dispatch form X2356.
Well, yes, I do have it right here, and then I will pull it from the stack of papers that I have collected from all of my bureaucracy today.
And what about the
Form J379, I have that right here.
Surely you couldn't have filled out.
JXX9H587K subsection B. I do.
And you've even filled out subsections D, 5, G, and Q.
God damn it.
Oh, you've
ampersand.
activated my trap folder. God damn it.
Sir,
Damn you!
I'm very thorough.
And I had wanted to send you out on your ear, for this is my one realm, the one control I have in life. But I am a slave to bureaucracy now.
Oh,
My
no,
friend.
he sounds like he's into it.
My friend, I do appreciate the help that you have given me and the station that you have taken. I would like to apologize for the unfortunate way of things at my arrival to the city, but I will not be here forever. And you once had control over this space, and I would like to see that you take it back. But
But not right now. Thanks for the money. Bye.
no, but I would hope that you have noticed the general air has improved, possibly even ever so slightly, since I took over. I would hope that you take a page from my book, adjust your management style so that hopefully you could make things better than I have. And I have had a negligible amount of influence here. I truly want to see you rise to the occasion and become better than I am.
Was the most condescending sentence I've heard in my life.
The most
I'm gonna say
condescending-
roll a persuasion check until you roll a persuasion check. I was gonna give you advantage until you basically said you suck.
I mean, he does. He does.
You quite literally said, I've only been here for a minute and I don't feel like I've done anything, but it's better than it was before you showed up.
Damn.
You could learn from me, kiddo.
Watch, I'm going to fuck this up. This is gonna be a nat 1 or
You
a
were
2.
doing so well.
I was doing so well. Here, wait, okay. I've got red, purple, blue, gold, and like a silver brown or silver bronze. Which one do I take? What's gonna be the roll?
Oh God.
I'm not picking this one.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Yo, chat. Red, blue, purple, or gold?
Don't
No,
ever
no.
leave things up to the community. Don't.
Okay, Les says purple.
Don't ever leave things up to them.
He's gotta learn, Psyche. It's okay.
I'm only not voting because I don't want to jinx you, man.
Exactly, because I feel like I'm gonna give you the wrong answer.
I don't want to give you Luya chances over here.
Yeah.
All right, Les, that is paid off. That's a dirty 20. 16 plus 4.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh!
Well, he looks about the room and says, well, you may... I don't think that you've improved things in here. If anything, this has gotten worse. But
Just picturing this guy like pushing something off of his desk. Like, look at that. That's you. You did this.
You did
broke
it.
I wasn't on the floor till you walked in an hour ago.
But I must obey the law. He inhales, trying to hold back tears at the fact he must help you.
No! I feel so bad for this guy.
Hey, I'm gonna give you your job back after I leave. Just don't fuck it up.
He signs the requisition form and says, "Be on your way. It will be in the bank account or some such. I don't know. I don't think there's actually a bank account. It will be a form of requisition that will give you writ to pull from the king's or from the duke's coffers when you so please. Up to a certain point, will be on your desk within the hour."
Thank you very much, Johan. Have a good day. And then I will leave.
He sinks lower into his chair until he merges, becoming one with the shadows. Funny, a man as pale as he, becoming as dark as the darkest night, was not something you expected to see.
This poor man.
Everyone here is so sad. I'm so
God.
sorry.
I just appreciate that Callis is like so nice about it. And he's still just like, I can't even be mad.
I can't even be mad. You.
Okay, so next on your list, you were wanting to either outfit your nearest in command, or you were wanting to you wanted to do something with the what did I call it? Something Abbey. It was the Arcweaver Abbey, yes.
Oh yeah, we still have to go take Rose to get her cool sword.
Yeah. She's not with you, so I figured that would probably come later.
Yeah, that'll be later. The next thing on my list, so I have the money. We just say I wait the hour because it's supposed to get to me on the hour.
Mm-hmm. It
How
does.
much money is?
No, it shows up on the dot, 1 hour from when he spoke the words. Military efficiency at its finest.
At least something runs well around here. But so how much money do I have access to, or like what's the limit I can pull?
You have access to I'm gonna say for personal use, probably not a lot. Probably none actually. But if you're using it for the purposes of advancing the military, you have access to a lot of money. It would be hard for you to run out. Let's just say that.
Okay, cool. Because the next thing I want to do, I want to go grab Ulmus and Faywin. I want to get them to ABCs, and I'm gonna throw that big blank check and be like, outfit all three of us with full armor.
Please.
Just bada bing, bada boom.
So the process of that, you walk into Carl's shop, which is on the same side of town as Southwatch, but on the opposite side of town from where they were practicing, as they practice on the outside of the city gates, on the Plains District. So the whole process takes about 3 hours or so.
I started this at like 9. It is now like 7.
It's getting late in the day. Not quite the evening yet.
Okay.
So you march with the three of them into ABC. Carl is sitting there polishing the same set of armor, with a relatively with slumped shoulders. Turning around, noticing you open the door, he puts on his merchant's grin once again and greets you with aplomb.
It is nice to see you again. I apologize. It took a bit longer than I had suspected, but these are my allies, Faywin, Ulmus. They are going to be they need to be fully outfitted, and I do have this. I share the writ from the I have the platinum card, the army platinum card, and I'm like, we have this to cover them. The two of them are this is official business, of course, and then I would like to pick up the other. I would like to pick up that suit that you were polishing earlier for me as a personal piece.
So he holds up the sheet of paper, holds it to the light, notices that it has been properly watermarked such that it cannot be altered in any way without damaging the sheet of paper itself. makes an impressed expression on his face, looks down at the sheet, notices that it has been notarized in not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 places, and signed by none other than Colonel Johann and the Duke himself.
Da da da.
It was probably a blank check that was already signed.
Yeah.
But in any case, it's been signed by the Duke.
Triplicate, but quad.
Quadriliquid.
This does look very official. And it's said that when paying with bronze to the Duke, he pays back with silver. Well,
You hear Corbin's voice yell, "Way." That was actually very clever, but I think Corbin would just be like,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, no, Corbin would be. That's fine.
Here's a question. Probably for Psyche. I know what armor everyone wears, right?
I would assume, yeah.
What does Colette typically wear?
She wears mithril armor.
Yeah, I've got
Mithril.
nice.
You're not gonna get
armor.
you're not gonna get anything better than that.
Gotcha, because I didn't know what her
fitted
stuff
out.
was. So it's like, she wears heavy armor. She's a cleric.
War cleric.
I could use the big funds, get me something nice, and then use personal cash for a gift for somebody. But does Luya need new armor? I'm trying to decide if I need to outfit anybody.
Luya can always use new armor because this is probably.
Well, what do you
Lucky.
have?
Yeah,
I think I have leather now. Don't I just have leather?
Well, there's multiple different kinds of leather armor, though.
I don't think I've ever upgraded since the first time from character creation. So
Are you saying Corbin has better armor than you?
Probably.
Yeah.
Look at your character sheet, because I know you haven't mentioned it in any case. And while you're doing that, I'll say I'll do my business with Caldus and let me know before we leave. Okay.
Are you talking to me then? You meant
Yes.
look at it? Because I've looked at it just now and all I've got is leather armor. It just says leather armor.
Leather armor. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're a rogue, so you're able to get other kinds of armor, right? Yeah. What are rogues?
I believe right up to medium, right? Not heavy.
Yes, you can wear medium armor.
Medium armor. Ooh. Okay,
But bearing in mind that if you wear something that is anything like half plate or scale mail, it will provide you with disadvantage on stealth, which you're probably not going to want.
Yeah. I don't want to get
If
too
you
heavy.
get disadvantage on stealth already, please just don't. Please.
No,
roll. I don't need disadvantage.
No, in addition to my shopping list, so I'll get the armor for my two. They're not lieutenants, but under me they're lieutenants. I'm just gonna say that for the hell of it. So I've got my two lieutenants, and then I've got me, which I am a member of the military. That should be.
It's covered
Fine,
for you.
Morley. Yeah, it's covered for me. Then I will buy some studded leather for Luya. Rose probably doesn't have armor that I'm aware of.
Yeah, just so
I think she probably does have some armor,
But
because
doesn't she need new
artificers
stuff?
do get armor.
Well, she's a bard now, though. So she needs new, like...
She may need new stuff.
Yeah.
Does your sheet say if you have armor?
my sheet says light armor.
That's probably what you're proficient in.
So I'm gonna
Clothes costume.
I'm gonna pick up 2 pairs of studded leather. So one for Luya, one for Rose. So our 2 half elves. They get the good old and daughter matching armor.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, because you're both proficient in light armor specifically.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm getting studded leather.
So that'll run you 90 gold.
Yeah.
I'll run you the full
daughter
charge since you got.
sweaters.
I'll run you the full charge since you got away with not having to pay for plate armor.
Which is totally fair. Yeah, so I hand him the gold. I take my armor, get it. I get it all nice and set up on me, so I look all shiny. And then I make sure the two of them, it fits them nice. And then I take the 2 studded leathers and I get it ready to bring it to them, to Rose and Luya. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Thank you very much.
No problem. And don't forget your ABCs, where we have everything from A to Z. As long as Z can be found in an armor shop.
Yes, a Zadalax, of course. And then I leave.
I can't believe I'm about to say this,
It would
but
be
this
his
guy,
Wyhander. Come on.
this guy's making
His
me
Wyhander,
miss
yeah.
Boris. I can't. I miss Boris. He was just straight up front with us.
Well, you haven't gone to a road goods shop, so not that you have reason to in this case. But if you leave the city at some point, maybe stopping by an Oris.
For those of you just joining in, we have our own version of like Nurse Joy in this universe. They're a bunch of big, sweaty Mediterranean men who sell you things, and their names are like Boris and Morris and Loris, and they all hate each other.
Mediterranean men who sell you things? That's Bevan.
Oh my god.
All right, that's my shopping trip. And
Okay.
also I want to make sure both of my half elves get their new gift.
Okay. Well, I should say, Ulmus turns to you and says, "You're just giving this to us?"
Yes, I like the two of you. I want to make sure you're okay. I want to see you flourish and become good soldiers and rise in the ranks.
Well, what did you get in like full plate or?
I mean, if that fits their fighting style, yeah.
Well, you got them whatever fits their fighting style best.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not saying much, but this may be the richest gift anyone's ever gotten for me, he says, scratching the back of his head bashfully.
There was a time in my life where I was in the same boat. Any generosity was appreciated. I want to pay it forward. I want to see the two of you go far. So don't die, fight well.
And Faywin looks at you, stern expression in her face, and says, "I'm not going to die until we see that bastard brought to justice."
Yeah.
Is she talking about the Raven?
Yes, the Raven killed her brother.
Yes. With like a smile, I will put out my arm for like a predator handshake, just like.
Like
The words escape me.
Yeah.
The words escape me, but it's just like essentially hell yeah, like we're gonna get him. Like we're gonna find him and destroy him.
She nods, tears welling up behind her eyes, trying to keep it cool, and she walks away before you can see the tears fall.
And then in the top left of my screen, I just see "they will remember that."
Oh my god.
As you watch them walk to the north, away from your general direction, you decide that to take your normal route home, which involves going across Hervoffen Way, as it is the closest bridge to Southwatch. You cross the Hervoffen Bridge and you see somebody familiar standing there overlooking the bay.
Who do I see?
Why, you see none other than... Hold on, stupid. You see none other than Ramus.
No, my Bardic friend. Ramus, well met. How are you doing today?
He turns a rugged expression towards you, his arms crossed, a smile on his face. Looks back towards the bay, leaning against the wall of leaning against the the wall behind him on the bridge. Ah, Galdus, I hoped I'd run into you. How lucky I am that you ran into me.
It would seem that luck is on your side once again. How can I help? What's going on?
Well, you know, would you just stay with me a while? I've got a monologue or something, some such prepared.
I do love a good monologue. I will take up position, I will rest my arms on something overlooking the bay.
Yeah. And bear with an old man. I'm older than I look before you say anything.
With age comes wisdom. With wisdom comes interesting stories. Please, you have the floor.
He looks out over the bay and just sighs for a little bit, staring, forlorn, longing. Well, God, it's been a long time since I was here last. Last time I was here, I was waiting to be deployed.
No, you... Right, if I remember, you... Something of a espionage type, yes?
Of sorts. He looks over at you, and then looks back at the sea, to his reverie. But before that, I was a soldier not unlike you. But a little bit lower in the ranks. I knew a man a long time ago. Went by Joe. Now, Joe, we were fast friends. We were friends for our entire life, and we were inseparable. He was where I was reserved and cautious. He was brave and gregarious. He was like water, and I was like oil. You would think we wouldn't get along, but we did. Fast friends, and we never separated for many, many years. That's how I wound up here. Or there, I should say. On the same bridge all those years ago.
And what happened to him?
Well, that's where the story takes a tragic turn. You see, my friend, he was a man full of ideals and hopes and dreams. And those hopes and dreams and ideals turned him into something that scarcely resembled the man that I once knew.
And what did you do?
Well, my friend, perhaps you already know the answer to this question, to that question. For that man was your father.
Eyes go wide.
What?
Just in Caldus's mind, he's like, I didn't know my father was a soldier. He was a The backstory I had for him was at the time of Coldus's youth, his father owned a bookshop. So it's just like, wait, I never knew my dad was a soldier. Wait a minute.
You know how much I was hoping that this was going to end up with you saying something like, and Joe's mother, Joe Mama.
God dang it, no.
But this is much better than that.
No, but his eye goes wide for a moment before regaining his composure. My father, that... Forgive me, I was unaware that he was a soldier.
Not something he'd like to admit, he says with a smirk. He fought for the opposite side that he ended up falling into.
Did he now?
He used to be... Well, you probably know that he's from the Empire. But most people were. Well, he and I... We grew apart. And it's because of those ideals of his. Not what he sought and not what he fought for, but... Well... I'm afraid that what he did, the things that he chose to do, are exactly the sorts of things that got himself killed. And your mother.
Oh, shit.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if his choices are the reason that you have those scars. Just like he pulls off a glove, mine.
What?
Just brewing. Paulus is at a loss for words. He's trying to formulate all of this new information and is just staring out over the ocean.
I know it's a lot to take in, and I don't blame you if you don't believe a single word I'm saying. But just listen. His head full of dreams and aspirations is what ended up getting him killed, and, well, son... Sorry, I don't need to call you son. I just don't want to see you going down the same road, and I'm afraid that that's exactly the sort of path you're taking.
And he chose to okay, as a player, my brain is going wild right now. I'm trying to reconcile all the information that I've just been given. So Coldus's dad was initially from the Empire. We know that. That's understood. Then he broke ties with the Empire, fought for the enemy side, which I'm guessing was Novendrak?
Correct.
So, okay, he defected, went to Novendrak, but Ramus still stayed in the Empire.
He stayed, but it doesn't necessarily mean he's still loyal to them.
Yeah, he's a wandering minstrel at this point. I don't think he is loyal to them at all. But okay, I know because Coldus is from Novendrak. He was picked up by the army. Yada yada yada. And now, so Coldus is going down the same kind of path as his father, and it's like, what do you...
Hope that wasn't too much of a rug pull for you.
You know, I love the rug pull.
That was good, Teeth.
This is really good. No, I did not expect any of that.
None of us did. None of us.
Like, oh, buddy, no,
Well-
this is great.
Listen, we're just team daddy issues now.
I don't like the name Team Daddy Issues. Wait.
Rose is gonna high five you next time you guys see each other.
Oh
it's
my
a whole
God.
thing.
Maybe y'all need to stop having those.
Dads or issues?
Both. Issues
Okay.
with your dad.
Louis, come here.
No, don't kill Diz.
It's-
the only way we can remove the issues.
Remove the dad.
Diz, run! Diz, run!
Kidding.
So Coldus just looks at him. Elaborate, please, on the path that I apparently share with my father.
The similarities are similar. But that's stupid. Never mind. Back, pretend you didn't say that. Pretend I didn't say that.
Going to
The
a card
similarities
show
are
right now.
apparent or
The
something.
similarities are striking, actually. Aside from the fact that that you both had gray skin, as I'm sure you remember. He was a man who was a man of extremes. He wanted what he wanted, and that oftentimes made him the sort of person who was willing to do whatever he needed to do because he was so convinced of the rightness of it that he oftentimes forgot what was most important. The lives of those around him.
That does sound familiar. I won't lie to you.
And
But-
go ahead, real quick.
Your worry is, I fear, may be a bit washed before they have any right to take shape. That the fighting for the people around me is a lesson I have learned quite recently, in fact. Since getting to the city, steps have been taken to better the path that I've been on.
And I'm sure that they have. Some quick food for thought, and then I'll let you be on your way. Of course, you're free to go whenever you please. I'm not holding your chain. Just consider a few things. So this Duke, he's a fine sort as far as these types go, but he does rule his city with a silver fist. He's hard to sway, and whether it's because of his own personal preferences or those of the people with which he surrounds himself, disobedience, well, let's just say it's not tolerated well. Dissidents go missing, screams can be heard in the night below Bloodhound Row. Bloody footprints, dark alleys, no bodies, no questions asked.
Are you insinuating that this doesn't happen elsewhere, that this is a unjust cause to put my strength into?
I'm not saying it's an unjust cause. I'm saying that it might not be worth your time because of the people below you. The people below you for whom you are striving so hard. Because the people here don't care one way or another. So, just wanted to let you know that even if what you're doing is right, it may just get the people you love maimed. His hands make a significant gesture towards you, palm out, or worse. He puts the glove back on his hand.
And I assume he had multiple scars from battle, but also did he have the same kind of scars insinuating the same kind of problem that Caldus has?
Burns from acid from a black dragon.
Ooh.
So, not the.
Not the same.
No, I would
Chasing,
say that they are the same.
You're chasing different dragons.
Chasing different eyes. Okay.
A black dragon was what killed your village.
Oh shit.
So, I just wanted to make that clear because I'm not going to be around much longer. Shit's getting a bit dangerous, he says, rolling his shoulders. I'm going to be leaving soon, before this siege gets us all locked in. Turns his gaze towards the wooden gate below the verdant cliff, the cliff over which the Plains District looms. On the inside of the gate, the side facing the city of Risha proper, some dock workers are hauling large plate crates and transporting them inside the gatehouse. Gesturing to the gate, he says, I might find myself on the docks outside of the Driftwood Gate late this evening if you're interested. Might be able to get us out of town. Last time, likely we'll be able to say that. And if not, may the blue moon clear your mind and light your way. But think about your friends. I don't think this is gonna go well for either side. So, if you don't do it for your own good, maybe for theirs. As a leader of your friends, do the honorable thing and keep their lives safe. If you can't abandon your high-mindedness, your honor, consider those to whom you have a duty. Not your country, but the ones who love you. Or, put another way, fear may just be your honor learning to walk.
You. Caldus didn't say that, but Caldus will look to him with a like trying to shut down all emotion, lock eyes with him. You've given me a lot to think about. Thank you. Should our paths not meet again, I wish you well.
He just nods and continues his stare over the endless expanse that is Mockingbird Bay.
And I will pick up the two bundles of armor that I have just set down next to me at these world-shattering revelations. I will hold them back off to the house and just think. Oh my. If we go through with this, I knew it was going to be dangerous. I knew the risks were high, but maybe they're higher than I thought they'd be. Maybe we're not ready. But I have a duty.
I was so hoping for there's a lot of things I have given up on, but I'll never give up on my friends. And then an anime music starts.
But that's the thing. Not giving up on his friends would mean bringing up to everyone, we might want to leave.
A city versus your friends, you know.
I'm gonna. Caldus has learned recently that keeping things from people is not great. I need to. I need to call a council. We need to speak. I can't make this call without them. Not this time. And the camera can pan off of me for a minute. Holy smokes, man.
Oh my god.
Okay, who wants to take over?
Aren't I getting like blackmailed or something right now?
I suppose we can take it over to you. So you walk into the office of the one who claims to be Lieutenant Lucia Strawbirth, flanked by either one of her sergeants, Schaefer and Bergen. So nice of you to join us.
Who are you? And why are you disrupting my work?
She looks at you with a quizzical expression. We've met before, at least once, maybe twice.
It's a big city, lady.
Okay, so she asks you to close your door.
Oh, we're in my office.
No, sorry, her door.
Close the door. All right, I'll close the door.
Yes. Well, I suppose I don't have too much to worry about then. It's recently come to my attention that you may know a little bit more about me than I think you know.
Corbin nods slowly, trying to still look cool, but clearly not as high on the uptake as they should be.
Roll an intelligence check.
He's like, yeah.
I gotta bring up roll 20.
Of all the characters to be blackmailed, for it to be Corbin.
It's frankly embarrassing for her.
She should have picked better.
Intelligence, saving throw or just check? Just a check.
Intelligence check.
I got a 19.
Oh.
This is the queen.
Oh, yeah!
What? What is going on tonight?
No, we've met her before,
Yeah.
and we knew that secret, but we
Yes,
didn't tell anybody.
What?
And then I go, oh, yeah! You're the queen! The queen
You
of,
don't say that out loud.
What can I do for you? Your Majesty? Highness?
Lieutenant will do for now, she
What can I do
says,
for you,
lowering her glows.
Lieutenant?
She says, lowering her gaze. Well, I'm just here to make something clear for you.
No.
First of all, expect a message from me, but at some point in the morning, likely before you leave for here. If you are so inclined to leave early in the morning before the message arrives, I don't suppose it really matters. Anyway, it's a message basically detailing that I have suspicions, and I'd like your whole team to be here to discuss them so as to not cover the same ground twice. But that's not
What kind of suspicions? Out of curiosity.
important ones that don't need to be relayed until they have.
Well, I mean, if they're, if you don't want to tell me, I guess I'll just go.
It's about the Advarians.
Yeah.
And perhaps That door's shut, right?
It's as shut as it's gonna get. Ain't getting any shutter.
Orcs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So, I can't give specifics because we're still gathering intel, but there are important developments in the siege to be. And by tomorrow morning, I suspect we'll know everything there is to know. Everything, well, as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth noting, by the way, that this is early in the morning. All the stuff that happened with Caldas happened late in the evening.
Oh, I know. That's why I was like,
yeah, we want.
Caldas, go do everything yourself now.
Yeah. Okay. So, basically, that's not the reason I called you here, but just expect something so that if you're here before the letter arrives, you know where to be. In any case, there's another thing for you to consider.
Mm-hmm.
If you wouldn't mind, your trainee, Jacob, I think he mentioned you referred to him as Jimothy.
Yeah.
He's a good student, very apt, very intelligent, and despite having no training, quick to pick up things that aren't so obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to requisition him, if you don't mind.
I don't know.
How about a joint venture?
Well, what kind of joint venture? Like,
I'm using him to relay messages in a coded script.
mm-hmm.
And by coded, I mean... Hold on one second. I've taught him, or one of my lieutenants has, taught him a spell called Illusory Script.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I didn't think Jimothy... Oh, wow. Good for him.
So I'm going to request that he be something of a letter runner for my purposes. Of course, you still have access to him in any official capacity you wish, but when I need a message sent, I would like it to be somebody whom I know whom I can trust to cast the spell and not saw their own arm off by accident.
So look, as long as he's still available come Judgment Day, so to speak.
He will be. But he may be
he's
needed.
more useful to me as a guy who can throw magic at orcs than he is as a messenger for some queen I don't know too well.
Mm-hmm. In any case, I'm suggesting that to the extent that it's possible, use him, or I should say, make use of his relatively exceptional talents. He would make a fine scribe once all this is said and done.
I mean, as long as he still gets to go to practice, he's got it, and he doesn't stay up too late and miss his studies.
No worries. He already knows how to use the spell.
Don't send him to any, seedy bars.
No, of course not.
He's a bright, up-and-coming, promising young man, and I don't need him, getting his ass kicked before he gets to kill some orcs.
No problem.
And then Corbin kind of like claps their hands together and is like, all right. Anything else I need to know?
That's it.
All right. It was frustrating doing business with you. I'll see you tomorrow. I've got young minds to mold.
Very well.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna go and leave, and as I grab the door before I open it, and like, be careful out there, Your Highness. And then I open the door and I leave.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right.
We
I
turned-
made it sound like a threat, even though I have no plan to threaten anyone.
It did sound like a threat.
Yeah, exactly. I have expected Corbin to go in there and be like, all right, slut, I hear you want to blackmail me. That would have been dumb and bad, so I didn't do it.
here, bitch.
Corbin takes off their earrings, you know? You
I
want to
walk
go?
in the door, pulling up my sleeves. Okay, 5s. A 10's here. Now you all listen up.
Okay. Now, Colette,
Hello.
what do you do?
So I'm gonna relay my plan to the ladies, obviously. They will report to Riel whatever they find. But after I meet with them and I talk, and I lay out the plans I DM'd you, I need to find a shop where I can get healing scrolls and like potions, because I feel like we're gonna need them. You know, just a hunch.
Okay.
You know.
For what, level 10 and you're now? Wow, you know, this is...
I have gotten them in the past, but we've been fine.
This is character growth.
Listen. But yeah, I'd like to go to a shop for healing things.
Okay, you go to... Oh, joy. One of the few shops that sells any magic items left in the city.
Oh no. Where?
Is it called Oh Joy? That would be hilarious. Like
No.
a super religious place.
It's called the Tannery,
What?
operated by one Tanis Bulldog of House Bulldog.
No!
Hey, he's one of the last people in the city who has any mage training that is not conscripted.
Oh
One of
god.
2.
I should have gone to Corbin. Hell,
I don't know healing spells. I would have given you like vampiric touch and been like, have fun, figure that one out. Here's false life.
it looks like a tube of Neosporin, but it's got like a skull on it, you know.
I give you like 10 scrolls of raise dead. Here, figure that one out, lady. Your class can raise dead. Have fun.
Delayed healing. But yes, Teeth, Colette's gonna walk through and be like, hello, and she's gonna bring Riel with her, because she's a wimp.
I recall seeing you upon one fine spring even at my house of delightful... come in.
What? Do I recognize this guy?
Yes, he's the guy who everyone hated. The guy that Greg referenced earlier.
Oh, gosh dang it, this guy!
It's Tanis.
Oh, hello, good to see you, Tanis. You're still in the city.
Ah, Tanis is so furble. I prefer Mr. Tanis. Or even Lord Tanis.
We'll go with Mister. Well, Jesus Christ. Mr. Tanis. Also, how is Riel reacting to this guy? What's her like face? What's
Jim face.
from The Office? Just look at the
Yes.
camera. Yes, Mr. Tannis, good to see you again. I'm here on business searching for some healing potions or scrolls that you may have.
Yes, I see. We have all sorts of healing implements and potions and scrolls and items and people
Would you say
and...
that you're going into battle?
Yeah.
And you require his strongest potion.
God dang it, no!
Potion seller.
Potion seller, Mr. Tannis! God damn!
Tannis, please, I'm going into battle. And I require only your strongest potions.
Dang it. Oh, also, this is my, companion, Riel.
Ah, a fine companion you have there, my lady. Indeed, it would seem that there are few who can match the splendor of her deific presence.
Collect side eyes, Riel.
Riel looks at him with a hard expression in her one eye.
Yes. So we are here to prepare for battle and get healing items and that sort of thing. What do you have?
Well, what do you need? I'm sure I can make it work. He says with his inflection going up as he speaks, as though he's asking a question, although he is making a statement.
Yeah. So, like, she's gonna list off, like, regular healing, potions. Maybe, like, one supreme healing potion, because those are expensive, Ask him if he has any healing scrolls, I guess.
Well, I don't think that there are healing scrolls.
I don't think there are either.
Well, it would
but...
just be a scroll. Well, no, it would just be a scroll of a healing spell.
Yeah.
Which you can't make use of.
Oh, she can?
She can? I didn't think she could.
I mean, I can cast them.
As long as it's written by, like, her kind of class, she can use it. So, like, if a bard knew it.
Yeah, I looked through every single healing, spell that's accessible to clerics, and I think she has pretty much all of them, so...
Yeah, no, scroll...
but if I run out of spell slots, then I can use a scroll.
Is a one-time use that doesn't use a spell
It disappears.
slot. Wizards can use those to add them to their spell book, but a scroll itself is just a single-use cast.
And then it up into the air.
Okay. Then yes, you could theoretically do that.
Okay. So I'm looking at what are the prices for regular healing potions, but especially supreme healing, and seeing if he has any diamonds. If I have to cast Revivify, I already have 2 diamonds, but it wouldn't hurt to get 1 more. Because
man, I didn't know you were running around with so much cash.
Oh, I have been saving up. We've had a war about to happen.
Oh, can we just say that I get my whatever gold? How much gold pieces were we?
We got
given?
500.
All right.
But I only have 300 left. But then to add to my money, I already have.
So I'm not really sure okay, because there actually isn't a good guide on what prices to assign for healing
if you
potions.
want, we can table this and I can write out an itemized list of things, and we can go back to Caldus or something, or even meet at the tavern. But I can write out a list if you want before next episode. Because we only have 20 minutes left. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just find the stuff that you specifically need.
Yeah. I have plans.
Ah, how wonderful, how absolutely marvelous. I haven't had a customer in what feels like aeons. Ah, the joy I get from seeing folk coming to my delightful acquaintance for reasons other than to watch the plays that I can put on with aplomb.
Oh god.
I was so afraid that you were about to say delicious, not delightful.
Oh no!
If you look upon my buttocks, my pants say juicy.
He's got the boots with the fur, you know. Oh my god.
Looking at her.
Yours truly has been aching for friends to join him in his company. Thank you for coming to my abode.
Teeth, I'm about to make a very specific reference and I hope you get it. Do you remember there's an anime called Soul Eater? And there is this weapon called Excalibur, and everyone tries to get this weapon, but whenever they need it, they make this face because it's so ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I am making this face in my office.
You fool!
Oh god, it's a really good anime, folks. But that is the face I'm making in my office as I hear this guy speak. Oh god, my soul. Oh yes, I am so glad to be able to frequent your lovely shop. But yes, this is my list of items, and she's gonna hand him a note. If you could find them, I will return later today. It's a very long list, so I understand it may take some time. But yes, we must away. I will be here later. Here you go. She hands him the list and runs away.
Do come back!
I will! I'll be back later!
I would love to reacquaint myself with you.
Yes, I love that!
And
Take time.
with your delightful companion. Thank you so much
Rio,
for
we must
coming
go.
to
Let's go.
the Tannery by
Yes, I'll be
Tannis
here later.
Bulldog of House Bulldog.
Goodbye!
He sounds like the frickin' obnoxious preacher in Whiterun, or whatever, the first town in Skyrim. Like the first city. He's like, the future of Skyrim! The future of Tamriel! And it's like, God.
And he's like super racist or something.
It's like, God, I like Talos as much as the next guy, and I'm not a big fan of the fucking Dominion. Chill out.
No, nobody likes the Aldmeri Dominion. Everyone hates them. But dude, you sure sound
either.
kinda racist right now. But yeah, I never ever side with the Stormcloaks, by the way, because they are not even low key.
To not be racist.
They are incredibly. They are racist white supremacists, literally.
I have
Anyway.
to say real quick
While
in
we're at
chat.
it, you also don't side with the Legion in New Vegas.
In chat, I see all my homies hate the Dominion. Thank you for that comment.
All my homies hate the Dominion.
So yeah, Colette has booked it out of there. She gave him her list, and then Teeth over the week you can figure out, you know. And she is running out with Riel. I am so sorry. I can't believe he's the only one left. Well, I can believe it, but oh god.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
So basically, she's apologizing to Riel that that's the person they had to go to because he's like the last one left.
She just rolls her eyes and shrugs her shoulders. What must be done, must be done.
Yes, I know, but still, gods, he's so annoying.
He is, but I'm willing to put up with a lot under certain circumstances.
Willing to put up with a lot, huh? She like nudges Riel in the ribs.
She raises her eyebrow at you.
So, what do you think of the plan? Colette's not gonna say, you know, the spy espionage thing because they're walking out and about.
Oh, yes. I think that that's a wise use of your resources.
So you don't think it's going to all just, you know, crash and burn, right?
I mean, it could. Who knows? But relatively low risk, potential high reward.
Well, before we head out any further, I am going to have to speak with the Duke and grant their safety.
By all means, take your time.
All right. Well, let's go get an audience with him. This should come in handy, and she's gonna flash off her little medallion that he gave them.
You walk into Lightning Keep after a little bit of a walk. No less impressive than the first time you walked through those copper gates. You find somebody who greets you, a receptionist, and they greet you and say, "How can I help you?"
Yes. I must speak with the Duke, please, if you could.
The Duke is in court currently. I don't think that he is accepting visitors. If there's something that if there's a message I can pass along to him or to somebody else who may represent him.
This is the message. And she's gonna take out and show the medallion.
I do believe I said that the Duke is currently in court, and it is a most important matter as far as I've been told.
If it's an important matter, why am I not allowed to be there?
Oh my gosh.
Listen, Calder's got to pull off the whole, you know, don't you know who I am thing. Let me have my moment.
Has also been doing other stuff for this.
Listen, he doesn't know, but I'm doing other stuff too.
And he didn't try to pull that in the, or should say, in the to like the Duke of the entire city, as well as the mountains and the area surrounding.
I am just doing what you would do. All right, listen.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Would do.
Is what my character would do. Gosh.
Yeah, gosh. I'm gonna roll the dice you gave me just to spite you. Okay.
You're saying your character would be dumb? Yes.
Yeah. Her wisdom? Well, her wisdom's high. Her intelligence, though, actually, that's high too. Wait, hold on.
Her convictions aren't very strong, though.
I mean, hey, I had a character with really high wisdom who still chose chaos because, you know, chaos is more fun. So, like, yeah, don't worry about it.
So would this be a charisma check?
Yes.
Okay. With my +4, that's gonna be an 18.
Not as fun as if it were an 8.
Yeah, I know, right?
He just looks at you, blank expression on his face. He'll be out of session in about 15 minutes. Can you wait that long?
I suppose.
Right. Have a seat. He points to a waiting area.
With like 20 other people.
After about 15 minutes of sitting in a relatively plush chair, given the fact that it is a plain waiting room,
Oh.
The clerk emerges and says, "You may enter. Do not take long, please."
Delicious, gives a little smile and heads on out.
You head into the Duke's chamber, the court, where he entertains people for matters of state and the like. You see him sitting on his throne. Yes. What is it?
Who all is in there?
Right now, it's just him and guards.
Okay. Dude, what do you call him? Like he's not really a king, so you can't say your highness. What
You
would
would
be
say your lord.
your lord?
Or roll an
Dukiness.
insight check.
Okay, let me see.
Your royal hotness.
No, that's a 9. But I mean, I've been here before.
You could say my lord. It would not be inappropriate.
Okay.
A royal?
My lord, it is good to see you again. However, I must say I have something to bring across you, and I ask that we have privacy in the news I am about to share.
What you say in front of what you say to me, you can also say to my guards. They're sworn to secrecy.
Well, my lord, secrecy is the subject at hand. And while I have no doubts in your men, I have promised others that they would be safe. And I do not wish to risk them any harm.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. And that's gonna be, that's gonna be charisma again. Persuasion, I have a +7 to, so that is 12 plus 7, that is a 19.
He looks at you with a cold, hard expression.
Listen, if I was gonna kill him, he could just squash me like a bug, alright?
That's not why he's saying this. He's saying that there's no reason for you to not tell it in front of his guards, and he is in charge. You're not really in a position to negotiate. Since you're asking something of him. Just
But I'm
put in
doing
this
work
perspective.
for him! Like, I'm going out of my way!
Okay.
That's the Duke, like, okay.
He rolls his eyes. If you'll step outside for a brief moment, I promise this won't take long, he says, leveling his gaze at you.
Listen, I've yelled at the Duke before, last time we met up with him.
He looks at you. Speak your mind plainly. These doors cannot be heard through by any but the most sophisticated of spells and technologies.
I am grateful, my lord. I received your gift today. The gold and the... what are they called? Teeth? Like a badge, you know? Like a medallion?
I would say badge of office or something like that.
Okay. And your badge of office. And I thought, while I am a cleric and I heal and I pray for the gods for their intervening, that there were other ways I could help your cause as well. And she's going to relay how recently we had to work with the folks at the brothel, and how like they were really helpful. And it came across Colette's mind that we could get a lot of information by people who are not suspected as being, you know, an information collector. And she's gonna relay her plan to him, say that she has faith in them, and ask if there was any way we could guarantee their protection.
Protection from whom?
Hold on 1 second, Teeth. Thank you so much for those subscriptions. Oh my goodness. We appreciate you so much. Sorry, we usually don't talk during D&D because we leave audio to the players, but I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Daddy, oh my goodness. That is an odd question to ask when there are so many enemies about.
I suppose I'm not sure what I can do to protect them if you're trying to use them as spies.
Well, my lord, have you ever worked with espionage before? I'm going somewhere with this. I genuinely ask as a question, not to be mean.
I have worked with spy networks. I have my own.
Well, then you know, my lord, that sometimes when one is discovered, they are either captured or questioned in some of the most horrific ways imaginable. And that even a cornered animal will chew its own leg off to escape. Is there any protection, any means that you offer your own network? Or do you leave them out and about? You don't seem the kind of leader to do such a thing.
I would try to provide them with whatever avenues I can, although I'm not sure what protection I can offer if they fall into enemy hands. It's a risk you run as a spy.
Colette's just gonna kind of like look at him gently, you know, like not babying him, but like, oh, you don't know. To put it bluntly, my lord, a way for them to escape if things get too difficult, whether through magic or any other means.
Okay, I'm being serious here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like a cyanide capsule or something. Yeah. Like either a spell to protect them and like warp them out of there, like a lifeline, and if that doesn't work, like something to bite down on, you know, so you're not tortured and held.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I don't know
Yeah.
why.
The third edition item, the alchemical tooth.
Yeah.
I see.
I did not
Yes,
wish to be so crass, but people can be quite cruel to women they see below them.
Of course. Well, I'll see what I can do, but you have my blessing in whatever avenue you choose to pursue.
I appreciate it. And I do mean to do my best for this city, even though it's not my own.
Well, I trust that you know what you're doing. And thank you for your service, he says, nodding. Can I let my guard back in again?
Oh, yes! Sorry about that. I'm all good now. I'll provide a list for you. Thank you so much, my lord. Okay, goodbye. She does a little curtsy and leaves.
She's like, bye, Courtney.
Okay. So that's accomplished. What do you do now?
I'm gonna head out. And then, once Riel and I are a ways away, she's gonna, like, jump up and down, be like, he approved it! Oh my gods, and he even let me send the gods out of the room! You should have seen it!
Yes. She says, nodding her head. You did very well.
Thank you! He said he trusted me! Oh, that's terrifying. Oh, gods. She's gonna, like, get a little queasy.
Pointing to the badge on her chest, she says, I think that is more of an indication of his trust in you than any words he can offer.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose so, but it's different when someone tells you it.
Fair enough.
And they're just gonna walk off and head back to the inn.
Okay.
Colette has, like, a lot of lists to make this week.
Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Honestly, I don't think so. If you want to end it here, since we only have like 2 minutes left, that's okay.
That's fine with me.
Okay. Well, everyone, thank you so much for another amazing episode. Gray, I'm so sorry about your dad. Luia and Rose, I'm sorry about your family.
Rose, I'm also sorry about your dad.
Sorry about your dad. Oh
To
my
everyone,
gosh.
I'm sorry about your dad.
Sorry about your dad, guys.
Oh my god. Well, y'all, I will see you next week. Have a lovely rest of your day. Don't get into too much trouble.
Get into trouble. Do it.
No! Goodbye!
Get into a little bit
No,
of
don't get
trouble.
in any trouble.
Just a little bit.
No.
Bye.
Goodbye!
Bye.
Oh my goodness, y'all. I freaking... Welcome to the episode of Everyone Has Dad Issues. It's fine. I did not know it would play out like this. Oh my goodness gracious. But y'all, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember, Mark of a God returns next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Take care of yourselves. And as always, may Lucius guide thee. Farewell.